I get to see a lot of learning situations, and the ones that I find best are the learning situations that help to equip adults to deal with a wide range of possible life situations. So what makes or breaks a learning situation? Well, to illustrate my thoughts, I thought of using the anatomy as an analogy. First, there's the heart. Learning occurs when we need to learn to get what we want. Now, even if not everyone cares for the same things, if the context rings true, and if it is in the adult's interest, chances are every learner will give it a shot. You know, the heart of a learning situation is in good shape when at its conclusion it raises awareness, makes one take a stand, or make a decision concerning the issue at hand. You want to get your learners involved? Aim for their heart. Jumpstart their interest with a great hook. Instigate their curiosity to get the circulation of ideas flowing. Choose a situation that will encourage your students to develop the competencies, skills, and strategies aimed by the course goal. Now, how can this situation be adapted to inspire different students with different interests? Just imagine, how passionate could your students be about learning if they could learn in order to get to where and to what they want? Next on my list, the brain. Learning occurs when I agree to learn. Simply put, it's allowing adults to become responsible for their learning. One way to do this is to plan specific moments when adults not only understand what is expected of them, but when we can question them on how they think they are going to get there, what they already know, and what they think they need to learn to meet the expected outcome. First series of questions that may be helpful to get the students to choose to learn. Where am I now? What do I already know? Where am I expected? What do I need to know? And what do I need to do to make it there? The span between the two first questions. Once adults have a good idea of what they need to make it, these questions often pop up in their minds. Hey, what's in it for me? Am I able to do this? Do I have a choice? What if I'm not good? These factors are major deal breakers when it comes to choosing to learn. What holds things together? The skeleton. Learning occurs when I have an idea of how things work. If you had to build a skeleton for the first time, which of these two pictures would be most helpful? Knowing the big picture, the expected outcome, as well as knowing how things are articulated together, tends to help learners to better understand why they are asked to do the proposed task and in the proposed order, if there is an order. In the learning situation, do the adults know from the start what will be expected of them, or is it being kept as a surprise ending? If you ever had a torn ligament, you know that moving the injured member could be quite painful. To move painlessly, it helps for your bones to be well attached together, and usually it goes from big bones to smaller bones. Well, this also seems true for learning situations. When all the tasks are well connected to one another and progress logically towards the final production, doing them seems, well, as painless as possible. Use them or lose them. Your muscles. Learning occurs when you use it. The more you use your muscles in a variety of ways, the more your body will be able to adapt to different physical challenges. Same goes for knowledge and competencies. The more you use them in different ways, for example, varying contexts and strategies and resources, the better you become at dealing with life situations that require them. One of the reasons trainers are essential to high-level athletes is because they know when and how to create a variety of challenges that push the right buttons to motivate their athletes to move beyond their limits. In the learning situation, what tools are provided or allowed to the learners to help them analyze, evaluate, create, and figure out on their own what works and what doesn't and why? For example, in math, don't limit your questions to one right answer. Ask for results, but inspire your students to go beyond by using a situation where they need to analyze and evaluate the results in order to perhaps create a new solution. Offer a variety of challenges where the students will have space to explore and to make their own choices in finding ways to measure up to those challenges. Oh, and one last thing. If you believe that drill exercises are essential to the adults' training, a good idea might be to keep them outside of the learning situation so as not to break the learner's stride. It's the finishing touch, the skin. Learning occurs when it's attractive. This is the packaging of the learning situation. Check for proper use of language, double-check facts, references, copyright, etc. You only get one chance to make a great first impression. Once you have created your masterpiece, test it. For example, you could try it out in class with a couple of students, or you could ask your personal learning network for constructive feedback. Whatever works for you. Keep the good, reshape, or eliminate the rest. Please bear with me for the last analogy between the body and a learning situation. Everything is in constant evolution. As instruments get more and more sophisticated, our beliefs on what is good for the body change and evolve. As studies in different faculties touch what we believe how learning occurs, so do our beliefs in education change and evolve. Or at least they should. So there you go. This was my 2013 view on what it takes for a healthy and efficient learning situation. Thank you for watching.